Hey, glad you made it back. Listen, I've been thinking about yesterday. We're just getting to know each other, and I pull 1792 off the shelf. Come on. It's good. It's good to try all variations of bourbon. And like I said, it's not a horrible bourbon, but I shouldn't have done that to you so early on. So to make up for that, today it's Eagle Rare. All right. This is from the Buffalo Trace line. Uh, Actually, we put this against in a blind here last year. We put this against Buffalo Trace and W.L. Weller Special Reserve, and everyone picked this. There was a little contention between Buffalo Trace and W.L. Weller Special Reserve, but this was the overall clear 100% winner. So I know we've got a gem here. Kind of hard to find sometimes. Can be, depending on where you live. Price point, it's more than some of the other stuff that we've tried so far. But certainly, I hope this is going to make up for yesterday. Pour us a little here. And as always, don't worry. If you don't drink that, I will. All right. So I'm out here. Now then, let's get some air in this. Oh yeah, definitely more legs in this than was in that 1792. I can see the ring; it's coating very nicely. Now, what that means is, oh wow, yeah, I haven't had this in a little bit, but what that means is I'm anticipating a good coating. And a much longer follow finish, when I drink this. It does not have as sweet of a nose as Elijah Craig. You're starting to get into probably a longer aging process. I think this is 8, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to tell you wrong. But there's no statement on it. But I do believe that this is an 8-year. I could be wrong. I'll put something in the comments later. But you're starting to get darker notes, more what I would call candied fruit or like an apricot type aroma off of it instead of the super sweet. It's a nice color. They're all similar in color, but this is a little bit darker. Yeah, I can smell the. I don't know. It's. I don't want to say toasty smell, but it you can just tell the oak in it is going to be a little darker in flavor. Let me give this a taste. Absolutely. I tell you what, this is what this bourbon is. And again, if you can find it, it's not that hard to find. I mean, we're not talking about a unicorn here, but it is kind of seasonal, and the bottles go quick. But if you had, and the price point on it's not extraordinary, but if you can get your hands on this, this is a gift, quality. Gift if you wanted to gift it to someone, business deal, golf course, whatever. I would absolutely recommend Eagle Rare. Now, there's more expensive bourbons out there, there's rarer bourbons out there, and there's more aged bourbons, but this is a fantastic middle of the road, starting to get some of those more aged notes to it. And definitely one that I could drink every single day. What is today? Wednesday? Is this hump day? Wow, it's hump day. It's good hump day bourbon. I would drink it Friday, Saturday, whatever. This is an excellent bourbon. A sweet, but not too sweet. I think the W.L. Weller, same line. Of course, people call the Weller like the start of the Pappy, you know, and then they age it. But it's select barrels, and they have a whole process that they go through with the family reserves, the 23 and all of that. So it could be the same mash bill or whatnot, but it's like center of the warehouse instead of the outer edges and all of that stuff. So you're getting a different experience. But this bourbon is not, I call W.L. Weller the State Fair bourbon, because when I drink it, it reminds me of candy apple and caramel apple. This is more refined to me than that. This one, not that these are the same mash bill, but of course they're going to be similar because they're bourbons, and they're all wheaters, you know, on my shelf pretty much. But the thing with this one is you're starting to get into, and I won't attribute leather to this just yet, but a little peppery, but it cuts down on just some of that sweetness that I get out of W.L. Weller, and it's incredibly enjoyable. The finish on it, long. Much longer than either one of the Elijah Craig. Now, Elijah Craig has a pleasant finish on it, but it's just short. It's like if you picture the flavor going down the back of your throat, Elijah Craig goes wham, and it's just gone. This, it lingers on down. It's almost like I have taste buds in the top of my stomach with this thing. Now, you know, so you're having a much more enjoyable, long-lasting experience. The tongue coating piece of it, what lingers, to me, the sweet finishes off a lot faster on this one than it does on the Elijah Craig. And what you're left with are those deeper notes. Now, I'm not going to say this is the best bourbon in the world. I know I've mentioned it before. This is all personal preference. But I am a huge fan of Blade and Bow, and we will review that later. Today we'll focus on Eagle Rare, but I think that with the bourbons you can get, it is a higher price point, but out of the bourbons that are commonly available to you to go anywhere and buy, I'm in North Carolina, so we have ABC stores. We have government ran, state ran stores, and we're at their mercy. I can't go in and make a request. They get what they get. So, you know, I have to go to Georgia, Tennessee, wherever, if I really want to go bourbon hunting. But from what I can get around here, I did buy this bottle here. Some of the bottles up there were not purchased here. You know, but it's not every day that I can just drive around the country looking for bourbon, but when I do get an opportunity, I do that. Man, this is still coating that glass. I can still see it all the way around, and that's attributing to that finish on it. So excellent bourbon. Definitely going to finish mine and yours on this one today. Things are going great. I'm glad you can make it back. Please subscribe, and I will continue to save that seat for you, and we will put out more bourbon videos. But until then, see you next time.